Make it happen. Lions. Better watch who I. Better watch who I. Him. He. Hey. Better watch who I. Better watch who. Hey, welcome motherfucking back to another episode of Advice from a Nigga on Child Support. I believe this is episode 7. I am Girl That's Him, and I'm here joined by my lovely co-host, Miss Nick Nack, talk show host. Talk to the people.
How y'all doing? We haven't seen y'all since the last year.
Woo.
So happy New Year's. Welcome to the 7th episode of Advice from a Nigga on Child Support, where we
Huh?
help you stop getting left with a wet ass
Mm.
and help you to win that wedding ring.
Mm.
So let's get into the shit.
Yes, welcome to the 21. Oh, yeah, 2021. Go
Okay,
ahead.
so in the year of 2021, we're like halfway through January.
Mhm.
What were your New Year's resolutions? Tell the folks.
To be the best version of me that the Lord wants me to be. And regardless how ugly and how good that might look, I'm going to do me this year. You feel me? And also I want to take this to a new plateau or a new plethora, if you will. Yes, I want to take this I want us to be international. I want a
Period.
fuck nigga on every corner. Do you understand me? That's what my God.
Well,
Do you hear me? That's what my God wanted from me. Something about you, Nadine. But what is your New Year's resolution?
I'm not going to lie. I decided that I'm going to be celibate for this
Ooh.
entire year.
Ooh.
This entire year. Yeah.
Ooh.
And I actually just got a tarot read, and I've never had that done before.
Okay.
And the woman who read me told
Mhm.
me that I was going to meet my man, like
Okay.
the man, in August. So we'll see if he's able to keep up with his
Oh.
resolution and respect me in my decision.
Oh. Oh. I have a question now.
I have an answer.
I have questions. So when women decide to lock their vagina up in solitary confinement, when you meet a man, would it behoove you to possibly go meet like a church nigga and see if he can maintain that celibacy, or try to meet a fuck nigga and expect him to wait?
Okay, so first of all, we both know that the freaks be hiding in church.
They do. They do.
So I don't think that I hold men that I meet in church or a grocery store any higher than men that I meet at the bar.
Okay.
Or yeah.
But they're already kind of walking that path, if you will. Like they walk with Jesus.
Sir, I don't care if you're Jesus's first cousin on his mama's side.
Okay.
These legs are locked.
Oh.
I'm pinching this penny.
Oh.
And I expect you to support me in my decision because I don't want
Okay.
you to change me. This is how you met me.
Okay.
And you either gonna ride the wave and make me motivated to
Mm.
break that celibacy,
Mm.
or go find somebody else.
I don't think God wanted this for you. But if this is the path you want to take, God did not do this.
So you've never at any point in your life ever chosen to like intentionally be celibate before?
I met a Scorpio. Boop. That's what the goddamn song said. Did you hear that? He cut it off when he got the Scorpio. Now ask me again. That is like asking me to not be black. That's like asking me to not breathe, to not want air. It is something in a woman's vagina that just activates all the DNA cells in my body. You remember Power Rangers? So when I meet a beautiful woman, it's like I morph. You feel me? It's morphing time. Fuck nigga. You feel me? Then I have
No, you didn't.
all of this happens inside of me. I cannot. What would be if I was to give it up? You know how when they take people off of heroin, they give them a substitute. What is a substitute for vagina?
Your hand.
Ma'am.
Let's see, a pocket pussy. Let's see, maybe a dick ring. I don't really know how those work, but I'm sure that you could compromise. Prayer.
Prayer. Did you say prayer? Man, we better keep going, man. Did you tell me that if I'm horny, get on my knees and pray it away to Jesus?
You know what though? I'm not gonna lie. A man a couple of days ago kind of irritated me. He was
Okay.
like, what kind of man or what man did you run into that made you decide that you were gonna be celibate?
Ooh.
How come every time a
Ooh.
woman makes a decision, men have to make it about them? It's not about you, sir.
Fair enough. But I'm going to tell you what I run into. Every time I don't understand. I have this strange ability to meet whores, like true gutter whores at that. And they all meet me, and now they want to see if they can be in a relationship. And I don't understand it because, see, I smelt you from a mile away. That's why I came this way. You understand? I bypassed all the women who wanted real things in life, and I came straight to you. And now you want to date me as if I don't know what I'm looking at. Does that make sense? That's where my problem comes. So either they want a relationship with me or they hit me with the celibacy shit. And I be like, but ma'am, your vagina is still recovering from the last penis you had, and you want me to wait till the elastic gets better? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. You can throw that aside.
Y'all, he's making my ass itch, so we gonna transition. We're gonna transition into
I'm doing good.
some worldly topics
Let's
that
get
are
it.
going on that we cannot avoid. You know, we are definitely always with the shits and giggles, but let's get into the riot that happened at Capitol Hill. So,
Oh.
how you feel about that?
Woo! Before I get into what I got to say, do you have any thoughts on the matter, madam?
I just am trying to figure out how the government is always able to spot these 12-year-olds who are in their mama's basement and are writing these notebooks about their plans of attack, and they find those people. But how did you skip over the masses of people who were communicating, obviously online, because everyone in the world doesn't have each other's phone number, and they organized this? So something is fishy. Something don't smell right.
I believe for 2021 and beyond, from here on out, all of our black positive leaders that look at us in the face and say, hey, we just need to have a conversation with these Caucasian devils. Shut the fuck up forever. Because the shit we have on videotape at this point in the world, from 1963 to 2021, there is so many documentaries, Netflix. There's even a special fucking place on Netflix. We've gone to where they go. They go watch when they see us and be like, oh, I'm glad I'm not black. And then they walk away. So I don't give a fuck about these people. I don't want to have these conversations. Fuck them. And it's sad because we guarded Target better than we guarded the Capitol. Walk up in that Target when they was riding. They had AK-47s and everything. When they went to the Capitol building, they got escorted through like it was a movie theater.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Hey, look over there. That's where Nancy Pelosi used to sit. She said right up there. Like, fuck, man, I'm not talking to these white folks no more. They know what the fuck it is. Fuck them.
So you're saying that the solution should be everyone just be in savage mode?
Yes. Because, no, my thing is this here, and I'm being honest.
Okay.
Nothing in America has ever changed without bloodshed, period, point, motherfucking blank. So until we get together and spill some fucking blood, we gonna go through this shit for another 300-400 odd-ass goddamn years until we pray that some white person is so generous that they finally write us a fucking law that protects us from the fucking racism. You know how long we've been waiting on this generous-ass white person? Even the generous-ass niggers that was in there couldn't write this goddamn law. So how the fuck is the generous-ass white people gonna write it? Like, just stop waiting for it. I feel like we worse off now than we was in the 50s. Because at least in the 50s, the 40s, and the 30s, they knew white people want shit and they'll kill your ass. We act shocked every time. Is this happening? Oh, my Lord. What is going on? Like, you forgot? It ain't stopped. Like, did you forget? I'm sorry. Continue. God damn it.
Yeah, you know, I think that it's just a really tough topic.
It is.
Because there are so many documentaries and shows, and I guess it took for you to say that for it to click in my mind that, you know, they're going to continue to give us that footage and air everything out. And they're like, well, you know, you got your exposure and you were heard like you wanted to be, and now it's just going to happen again. So,
yeah, until we get together and I don't mean with Jesse Jackson, we need a whole new leader. Their day is over.
I just think that maybe, you know, black people, you know, which are like majoritarily, not a word, but, you know, being affected by this.
Okay.
I think that we could definitely play our part by breaking our way into the government, like taking those positions, becoming lawyers, becoming judges, becoming someone who has a say so in actually making changes instead of, making music.
Fair.
To spread a message. And I mean, like, your message might be fire. You know what I'm saying? Like, your music might be hot. Download your mixtape, but I think that maybe we need to try something a little bit different.
Fair. But see, from what you just said, I feel like that's the norm. I feel like ever since they emancipated us, we've been, I'm going to become a lawyer and I'm going to change this country. And every now and again, they let one of us become a lawyer or a doctor. But at that point, it's still 65 white men to one Negro, if that makes sense. So I feel like, me personally, if we want real change, let's all get together like the Black Panthers again. Let's get very fucking militant. Let's get fucking rifles and let us storm the Capitol. That's what I feel like would change for us, because we gonna have to kill somebody. I'm just being honest. I don't remember hearing too much about Black Lives Matter until that crazy dude down in Dallas got to sniping them cops. All of a sudden, that was national goddamn news. I'm just saying, he was putting bullets in niggas' asses, and all of a sudden we want to talk about police brutality. But as long as we getting our necks kneeled on, as long as we looking for Jesse Jackson to come help, or the other nigga that done lost 100 pounds that look scary, Al Sharpton. As long as we waiting for all these motherfuckers to come help, we gonna keep marching. And my Jordans were too expensive to keep marching through the goddamn streets. That makes, these ain't built for walking. These are built for looking cute. Fuck you talking about?
Okay, so you do have a point. I mean, we did just have a black president, and it really didn't way too heavy in everything. So how do you feel about Trump being banned from social media platforms? Because, I feel like him being in office really gave people that confidence to be like, you know what? I'm going to stand in my truth. I really don't like y'all. He don't like y'all, so I feel brave enough to speak up too. So how you feel about him being banned?
See, here's the sad and sick part about it. Donald Trump waited till here last week and was like, you know what? Hey, niggas, come ride for you, boy. Everybody went. If Barack Obama said, hey, nigga, come ride for your boy, like 5 niggas is going. If that we not going to destroy the U.S. if Barack Obama said it. If that we don't have no fucking type of unity. So therefore, I feel like Donald Trump's ass, they know racism. They've been playing on it for 4 goddamn years. The nigga literally says the racist shit in the world on video. And then the next day, be like, nah, I don't know who that nigga was, man. Y'all Photoshop that nigga, bro.
Fake news.
Real shit. Real shit with a straight face. And then say some more racist shit while he's saying he didn't say that racist shit. Does that make sense? So, bro, when it comes down to, that's why I said, why even take that nigga social media? He's the president or the former president of the United States of America. If somebody won't send a tweet, if somebody won't go to fake, that nigga will go to Fox News himself and be like, hey, tell the white folk I said this. And you gonna get all these little rednecks with the pickup truck and the Confederate flag in the back window riding for this nigga. Facts.
Okay.
I digress.
Okay.
Well, I'm on one today. Let go.
Yeah, I think that people are just going to be who they are, and their true colors are going to come out regardless. And I don't think that banning him is really going to do much.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
Yeah.
Because the saddest, weirdest thing in the world is just as bad as these white folks hate us, they absolutely do love us. We are their number one fetish. You have no clue how many white people want to sleep with black people. It is the biggest fetish that they have because we've been, for their entire life, don't go around Tyrone. Don't go around Felicia and them. They gonna get you. You feel me? So you want what you can't have, and they all fucking want us, if that makes sense. So it is the weirdest shit in the world. You'll grab your pocketbook, but let me eat your pussy behind the Walmart. Does that make, it's the weirdest shit ever.
So I do want to throw out this disclaimer, not all black people are ghetto.
Exactly.
Not all Hispanic people in America are here illegally. Not all white people are racist. But in the same breath, I definitely just lost my train of thought.
Well, I'm going to say, because I think I know where you were going, okay? Yeah. And I believe that, okay.
I was just going to say that, I do kind of have I'm hesitant to date a white man. I won't lie.
You don't want a pink toe. Ain't nothing wrong with the pink toe.
All right, you guys, welcome to the 7th episode. We're going to wrap this up. straight away. No,
Ew.
I don't want to be looked at as a fetish. Like I want to be taken care of and protected and loved like fine china. But I don't want to be anyone's fetish.
Okay.
And you know, there is that fear and that stigma of, you know, you might love my dirty jaws, but will your mama and
Fuck
your
no.
daddy
Fuck no.
and your cousins?
Fuck no.
Are those gatherings for the holidays going to be awkward? What happens when we have children?
Yeah, I'm about to say some wild shit again.
And then I'm already a single mother. So I mean, how do you date someone? I just feel like I want my son to be able to be raised by someone who is going to know about the struggles that he's going to have to face and be able to navigate him through that.
To grow up with a nigga that know what Murray's hair grease is for. What a do-rag is for, or a stocking if you can't afford the do-rag. Is that what you're saying?
No, I just don't feel like, you know, Billy is going to have it on his mind to inform my son, hey, if you get pulled over, put your hands up.
True.
Don't move too fast.
True.
These are things that I have to replay in my mind that I'm conscious of when I'm considering who I'm going to
Okay,
be
fair
with.
enough. I'm going to say this here. And, yeah, some people... I'm just going to say follow your heart. Fuck it, if that makes sense. If you find a Caucasian male that tickles your fancy, I understand he might not raise your kid to put his hands up, but he might take you somewhere where your kid ain't necessarily got to put his hands up every day, if that makes sense what I'm trying to say. So I can't speak for men because I try not to date them. That's not my cup of tea, if that makes sense. All I can speak for is a white woman. And one thing I've learned about white women, again, I can't speak on white men, is I don't believe. Let me get a couple disclaimers. If a white woman was raised with a black man, they went to school together, college, high school, one of the two. He lived on their block or something like that. That's about the only exceptions to me. And again, this is not the absolute, but I truly feel like no self-respecting white woman would ever truly date a nigga. I'm being honest. Let me be honest with you now. Hear me. Because in order to date me, she has to turn her back damn near on her whole family. That's a big appetite right there. She's a trust fund baby. She got money waiting for her when her parents die and shit, and you gonna give all of that up for my Walmart salary at $17.67 an hour. Really? And the looks and all of that. That's why I believe, for the most part, when you see a black man with a white woman and they're truly dating, it's the fat trailer park trash ones because they family ain't shit no way. I'm just telling you how the fuck I truly fucking feel. If y'all think I'm lying, but search your goddamn mind. Huh? When last time you really seen one of those Kellyanne Conway ass white women with Tyrone? You don't see that shit. If you see it with Don Lemon, which is a gay black man, and this is just an arrangement. Make sense?
Or she is with a pro athlete or something like that.
That's the exceptions. That's what I'm talking about. The elites, like you right. The rappers, the athletes. Yeah. But I'm talking Tyrone, basic ass, Mr. 70,000 or under a year ass. And she don't even make that much money. She is not turning her back on her fucking family for that nigga unless it falls under one of them categories. They was raised together, went to school together, something like that. But no, she ain't just fit. No. Fuck you mean? No.
Yeah, okay, so it's getting hot in here. My edges are rolling up.
Come on now.
So we're going to go ahead and transition into something a little less political. This vaccine, sir. Before I even ask you, I'm just going to say, look, I've been raised in the church, and I know that everyone that is within ear's reach of this podcast right now is not a believer, but I am. And it's sounding like a whole lot of satanic stuff. I'm getting Mark of the Beast vibes from this vaccine.
I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, I feel like we always have conspiracy theories, if that makes sense. Do you remember the little girl at the Crown Plaza Hotel?
Yes.
It was a whole thing, wasn't it? Had me looking in the girl's glasses talking about, she said, help me. This little girl ain't said shit. You feel me? So I feel like with the vaccine, Yeah, fuck that bullshit. Cause can't nobody tell me where it came from. And one thing I know is that foreigners been eating weird ass animals since the beginning of time. They been eating bats. They been eating gorilla balls. Motherfucking Indiana Jones had them eating the brains out the goddamn monkey. You understand what I'm saying? So he didn't catch corona. So why the fuck did we? Does that make sense? And you believe what you want? Yeah, the government can do whatever the fuck they want to do. But that's all I had to say about that. And it ain't no fucking 5G towers, okay? Their bright idea is not to kill off all the old white people. That's where the money is, dumbasses. The old white people have the money. They're not going to invent something that kills all of them. They're in power. Our presidents are 77 and 75. They're not going to have something up. Biden does not give a fuck enough about Verizon to let him kill him and like his fucking top cabinet members because they all over 65. But whatever.
So you don't think that the vaccine is part of a plan to control the population?
Possibly, yes. I truly believe that because we've gotten out of control.
You know what? I think that they're inventing a new strain of the virus,
absolutely,
so that it will significantly target the ones that they do want to get rid of. Because I feel like it kind of like was like a wildfire and just kind of got loose, and they weren't expecting it to really.
I'm about to say something wild, but look past what I'm saying and really catch the message. Avengers, Endgame, Thanos. I don't know if you ever seen it.
Yes.
Thanos, what'd he do? Vow, snapped them fingers, took out half the population because we needed more resources and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I just seen a commercial the other day for Save the Polar Bears. Please explain to me how if I give you some money, you gonna regrow the ice. How you gonna regrow the motherfucking ice? That's what I want to know. And they telling me for $1.57 a day, I can sponsor a polar bears if I can go up and hug this nigga. And he'll be like, my nigga, you sent me that $300 check the other week. Come here, my nigga. Like, or they gonna regrow ice, or they gonna regrow land. Or so if shit is melting, shit is going crazy, we got to kill some people.
My only response to that is I do get a little ruffled. I'm a little triggered every time I do see those commercials about like the abused puppies or the puppies that are lost. Like it's like, but there's still black women out there that are missing, and there are people who are being killed at stoplights. And
real shit.
Yeah, you know. So I'm sorry. Like I'm such a dog lover. But I feel like we as human beings, like we come first.
That's real shit, because I have lost mates to socks in the dryer for years, and I've been wanting, I need a full-fledged investigation, because this is real shit. Not as serious as what you just said, but it's along them lines. It's serious. I'm tired of buying socks.
You get on my nerves. You really get on my nerves. Okay, so let's get into the shits. Okay. So let's talk about this busted challenge that is viral and running rampant on the internet today.
Mm-hmm.
So if you guys don't know what the busted challenge is, it's basically women who are purposefully and intentionally coming on looking like who did it and why.
All right.
And then dropping it low, and then they're snatched and they're gathered and popping a whole lot of ass on screen. So how do you feel about that?
The only thing I have to say, and this is what bothers me, you see what you see right now? This is as good as it's going to get. The best I can do is go home and change outfits and change cologne. But what I look like is not going to fucking change. So I'm so fascinated that am I the only one that understands when you look raggedy, that's really what you woke up looking like, though? Like, that's your fucking face. That's who you really are. And then you want to show me when you pile on Maybelline and Rihanna's lipstick who you can become. Like, you downplay the first one as if that's not who I'm brushing my teeth beside in the morning. That's your fucking face, madam.
You brush your teeth with your girl in the morning?
No, but I'm just saying, if she was shitting, I got to brush my teeth. Or if I'm shitting, she got to brush her teeth. Hey, man, Hey, man.
Oh,
where's she going to go? What you mean? Oh, hell no.
no.
Oh, you want to say you in love, but you can't smell my shit?
Sir, I just don't want to have my mouth wide open while I'm brushing my teeth and you're taking a shit.
Turn your head. The fuck? We go together. What you mean? You'll kiss me in the mouth? All that good shit, but taking a shit, that's not a private moment, ma'am. Come on in here.
Well, I've never lived with a man before, so those are struggles that I've never had to really encounter. So
I'm going to tell you right now, if you in the tub taking a shower and I got the shit, life finna come at you real fucking fast because I'm not holding it. I got to go.
Okay, so you guys,
You're
we did
welcome.
mini commercial. We did digress a little.
Oh, I
Okay.
just fucked your life up.
So
Go
are
ahead.
you okay with your girl doing the busted challenge?
On live air for the world to see?
For the world to see, because once you put some on the internet, it's there. I don't give a damn if you delete it. Facebook is keeping it, whether you know it or not. Some lurker and jerker who's probably not uploading a lot is saving it. I mean, screenshots. We're talking about you in our group message.
Well, I honestly feel like the women who already post a busted challenge, they post shit like that all the time. So if she has a man, ain't nothing he can fucking say, because this is who either she's like an influencer or she just don't give a shit. I mean, I really don't know what the answers is, but it's just, you don't wake up and just start with the busted challenge. Does that make sense?
Okay, so let me ask this question.
Go ahead.
Are you okay with your girl doing the busted challenge? You talked about it. Everybody in the neighborhood, the bald head hoe down the street around the corner. Are you okay with your girl?
She can do it in the house all day long. It promotes kneecap activity. She can do it all day long. But if that shit ever make it on there, ooh, we gonna make the news. That's all I'm gonna say.
But why?
What you mean?
Sir, you believe in dropping dick in multiple people, so...
Ma'am, I paid good money for them ass cheeks, okay? I got the receipt. So the day she want to go back to the streets in the store, I can return her ass. But until then, this is what I paid for, and it's to be kept at the house. You feel me? Now, you can post what you mean?
Wow, the double standards
Of what?
that exist are
ma'am, you let me know the day you go on
incredible.
my Facebook page and I got my dick out and I'm doing the helicopter and I'm twirling that motherfucker. Then you tell me it's the same goddamn thing, ma'am. What you mean? Speak on it. What's it look for? What? What? Am I twirling penis?
Oh, my God. Okay.
Okay, you welcome. Twist like a helicopter.
Okay, so if you're not okay with your girl posting busted challenges, do you think that your girl would be mad if she walked in on you watching other busted challenges?
My girl, no. A lot of women, absolutely.
I don't think...
What do you mean?
Okay, so you know what? I'm just gonna put it out there.
Okay.
No shade. You know what I'm saying? I feel like sex workers get too much hate.
Me too.
I'm with the strippers, all of that.
It's a
But
job.
it's just not my cup of tea. So you're not gonna catch me doing the busted challenge.
Why not?
I just don't feel like I want to.
Fair enough.
I just don't want to.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
It doesn't serve me any purpose. Like, you see the cheeks if you get to, and
Oh, so you wonder why I don't want cheeks advertised, but you don't want to advertise your cheeks?
I just don't. You know what? I've never participated in any challenges though. Like, I don't believe in the post your daughter challenge. I feel like those. Honestly, I feel like those are set up for people who are pedophiles to know who has kids and where their kids are going to school and et cetera, because you just really don't know the people who are on the internet.
That's true.
I don't.
That's true.
But I'm not knocking the women who do it. I'm just saying that you're just not gonna see one from me.
I mean, at the end of the day, like I said, the ones who I've seen posted, they normally, this they path. This is not shocking. It's not a whole bunch of God memes and then a busted challenge. Does that make sense? It's a whole bunch of fuck niggas, fuck family, keep your family circle small, and then it's like a lingerie party with a nipple out. And then, you know, it's the busted challenge. So it goes right into the formula.
Now, the internet is brutal, so I know somebody's going to come up under this video and be like, well, I saw you shaking ass in that music video.
That's fine.
Sis, I got paid for that. That was business. That was business. So.
Ooh, she did.
You're probably not going to catch me doing a lot of things if I'm not getting paid for it these days. Like, I really got to.
Ain't no more wet rag.
Time is really.
Flat.
Yo. Okay, so speaking of double standards and women and all of that buffoonery,
All right.
Lori Harvey. She is known for dating Michael B. Jordan right now. She was also seeing Future, Trey Songz, Justin Combs, a whole lot of big names within like a very short amount of time, actually, too.
That's fine.
So
she had good taste. I look at it like this. The women who, is they clowning this woman?
Yeah, they
And
are.
I guarantee you, the hoes that's clowning this woman, ask who your last 5 niggas was.
Exactly.
One worked at Walmart, one worked at Jiffy Lube, one worked at the laundromat, okay?
Yeah.
One was an aspiring rapper, and that nigga 63. If that he ain't gonna make it, baby. He ain't gonna make it.
Mm-hmm.
But go
Yeah.
ahead.
Yeah, I just feel like, Lori Harvey is a 23-year-old who looks good,
Okay.
and she's using her looks to her advantage as she should.
Goddamn right.
And I just feel like the only difference between her being a 23-year-old and other 23-year-olds is she just is relevant enough to have a camera on her.
Exactly. She
So-
fucked with Wakanda. Let that sink in. Jim Bobby. Let that sink in.
Oh
You hear
my
me?
gosh.
Aqua.
Okay,
Go
so
ahead.
I feel like we agree on that.
Okay.
So let's talk about good men.
Oh shit! Better get your who I hit him. What we talking about?
I believe that you were telling me that someone said that there's no good men.
Oh god damn it!
So let's get into that.
It's about to
Who-
be like a 10-minute rant.
who said that and why? And spill the tea.
Okay. See, when I tell women out here that it is a 75% pool, I believe. Nope, I'm lying. Let's go with 50. It's 50% actually good nigga, 25% trash, and then 25% fuck nigga. Right? None of them believe me because they be, oh, you talking about ugly niggas, they not dateable, whatever. No, it's not ugly niggas. It's a wide array from nerdy to... Y'all standards are so stupid. Like, y'all will overlook a good man because his shoes dirty today. Let that sink in because his shoe... You see your fake muscles? Ma'am, we can go get this nigga some Crocs, okay?
I just feel like the way that you leave the house is the way that you represent yourself. You're saying, "Hi world, this is me."
Fair enough, but men are actually functionality and logical too. These shoes, they have soles in them. I can still walk in them, and I'm just going to get something to eat. So what do I need to put on my feet? But follow me. I got something for you. I had to break this down for her. If I took a room and put 5 10s in there, took another room, took 5 9s, 5 8s, so forth and so forth, all the way down the chart, right?
Okay.
10 to 1, right? I gave them some clay. Let's just say that they're the best artists in the world. Gave them some clay. Make me your perfect man. All the 10s are going to make the same fucking nigga. All the 9s, the same dude. The 8s, and so forth. Problem is, for the most part, all of them want the same men, but they one level above what they actually can have. Let that sink in for a second. So the 6s are looking for a fine ass 7, 7s looking for a fine ass 8, 8s, therefore, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's hard to find the good men when even the fucking 6s are looking for 7s. Does that make sense? And y'all looking for the same 6 foot, 6-pack having, black chocolate, either hair, no dreads, whatever the fuck it is. He got no kids. He got 6-figure income. So yes, when you say, is this man right here a fuck nigga? Why the fuck would he not be? Think about Luke Cage. I don't know if you know who Luke Cage is on Netflix, but he's a tall, black, sexy-ass nigga with bulletproof, every goddamn thing.
Mhm.
You don't think he know that 9s through 7s, 9s through 4s and 3s all want to fuck him.
Okay, I'm tracking.
So you don't think he's going to try to fuck them all? This creates a fuck nigga, correct? Now, take the same concept but switch it to men.
So
Group
you're saying that women are the reason why men are fuck niggas. It's basically
no,
what you just said.
What I'm saying is the ones that y'all keep picking are fuck niggas because y'all all looking for the same fucking nigga. Does that make sense? 6'2" right now. Let me just ask. 6'2", good hair, light eyes, high yellow, kind of small. Well, I'm gonna just say skinny, and then somebody be like, "Oh, he can't find a girlfriend." Every last one of us be like, "What you mean? This nigga here, who don't want this little nigga just so they can have a baby with him and have good hair?"
Okay, proceed.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Not my type,
So,
but okay.
But you understood. Okay,
Yes.
make that nigga slightly dark. Make
Okay.
that nigga whatever shade you need to make him, but it's a certain type of guy that when you see him, you like, this nigga ain't single. Ain't no way in here this nigga sing, because you know better.
Right. Like, are you single or are you single?
There you go.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
got to ask those
Okay,
questions,
yeah.
right?
Uh-huh.
Now, take a man. 10s, 9s, 8s, so forth. Get them some clay. Make your perfect woman. All these niggas about to have different women. All of them. This one got big titties, no ass, pretty face, long hair. This one got fat ass, big titties. Like, it's going to be so many different variations of that same woman. This is why y'all think that y'all are just so wonderful. No, it's just we'll take... Any woman can grow a fat ass. Every nigga can't be a fuck nigga. Let that sink in. Any woman can grow big titties. Any woman can have a pretty face. It don't mean you're a good person. You could be the biggest nerd in the world with big ass and big titties. It don't mean nothing, but to be a fuck nigga, you can't be a nerdy nigga. To be a fuck nigga, you can't be a broke nigga. To be a fuck, it's rules and regulations. Does that make sense?
I get what you're saying, but
Okay.
but what I took from that is it doesn't really matter what a woman has anyway, because he knows that he's gonna step out anyway.
No, when I...
So
what
if
you-
my girl doesn't
Mhm.
have a fat ass, I know another one who does.
Right. And if you have a man that's an 8 and you are a 7, right? And he's everything you wanted him to be. My question is, why do you think you so lucky today that he gonna choose you?
I do feel like women do feel like they
Y'all can get
are
anybody.
entitled to
Yes.
the top of the line, top
Yes,
tier, premium men, and yeah.
Every last one, from the 4s to the 10s, believe they should get the same fucking guy. And it's crazy because a guy who's a 4 knows he's a 4, so he is so happy with a 6.5. He cool. He ain't going nowhere.
Well, I mean, I do feel like we're force fed that growing up. My little girl is a princess. My little girl deserves the best. My
Mhm.
little girl, this and that. So
Right. And I also feel like by 21, you know what the world told you.
mhm,
Fuck what your mama told you. Your mama said princess, the world said precious. Okay?
mhm.
So you can keep walking around as princess. Do you know how many big bodies? I'm talking about built Ford fucked up, okay? Come looking at me, talking about what they ain't gonna accept. Do you hear me? And I'm sitting here, like, ma'am, I won't accept your phone number. And you telling me what you ain't gonna accept from me?
First of all, my BBW ladies and my, ladies with a
Mhm.
little more cushion for the push and deserve love too.
They
So
do.
We're just gonna put that out
But
there.
they also, but see, you need to simmer down though. You understand what I'm talking about? You need to simmer. Does that make sense? What you giggling for? You know what I'm talking about. I'm just saying it is actually disrespectful when a big girl who pulled it off tonight. Let's say that again. A big girl who pulled it off tonight talks to me with arrogance in her voice. I like that you confident, but why are you arrogant though? If that makes sense. Like when you sat in my truck, it rocked a little bit. Does that make sense? Like I'm gonna need you to tone down that confidence. Does that make sense? And my shit ain't supposed to go like that. My shocks ain't supposed to go like that. Does that make sense? When you get in, it ain't supposed to lean. You feel what I'm talking about? I'm just being honest. It ain't supposed to lean like that. You feel me? It is a heavy duty truck. It ain't supposed to lean. You feel me? But you gonna tell me what you gonna accept with you and your 3 kids? Bruh.
Okay, so
Bruh. Mm-hmm.
speaking of arrogance, I have a homegirl, and she
Okay.
was telling me about how she has a husband, and they've been married for 10 years,
Oh,
and they
shit.
have 4 beautiful kids together. And, she has been honest in the fact that she's caught him cheating for almost all of their relationship.
Okay.
And she said to me that she knows that he's too scared to leave her
Oh.
because he knows that the women that he cheats with on the side will
Mm.
never compare to her because he can't build a life with them and he can't raise kids with them. And so I'm just curious to know from a man's point of view, how do you feel about that? Because she's so convinced that, he might fool around because women, there's always going to be hot and ready, Little Caesars, Cootie Cat out there,
Mhm.
waiting.
Mm-hmm.
But he's never going to find a quality woman like her. And so that's why he doesn't leave. So can you break that down for me from a man's perspective? Because
Okay. I believe, number one, that they probably lives are too entangled and too complicated for him to walk away, if that makes sense. So probably the car is in his name. The house is halfway in her name. You know, the kids trust funds. It's a plethora of shit.
Okay.
I also believe that I'm not holding this for every man, if that makes sense. But the fact that you said they've been married for 10 years, he's still cheating, and she don't get it, that means that she's not a part of the cheating. He's still just cheating on you. He's not even being honest about it. He's just cheating on you. So therefore, I feel like
Well,
after
he is honest about it. She actually said that she went through his phone and he saw she saw like women like doing cartwheels and backflips and like being all bendy and being silly, and she was
Okay.
like, he knows that he can play with them like that, but he knows when he comes home that he has standards and that he can't play with me like that.
the fact that she says stupid shit like that bothers me. Um, there's a reason your man is watching these sexy, flexy ass women on social media. It's a reason why we watch the busted channels, the this challenge, that challenge, because we want you to do that at home. So if you
Mm.
think that you're so fucking regal that you can't participate in these acts, yes, you're still my queen. You still have the crown, but ask me who's alone tonight. Cause I'm going to the chick house that just did a cartwheel and then busted down on that dick and then jumped back up with the bussy. I want to see what she can do on the dick. If that makes sense. I'm just saying. I just want to see. Better watch your whole eye hit. But go ahead.
Oh my God.
I'm just being honest. So I feel like that's her. A lot of women, when they dealing with men and they know how ugly the situation is, they create these realities. So that way it's like a mental fail safe. If you ever seen any type of Inception or any type of these brain movies, you'll understand what I'm talking about, where they create this world, because if the truth really grew in their brain, it would just rot it out from the inside out. So they can't be like, oh, he really likes her more than me, but he came back to you because she didn't like the situation. You have to believe he didn't take it that extra step with Shorty because you that shit. Does that make
Okay,
sense?
so you're saying that it's basically a coping mechanism
Mhm.
so that you don't lose your shit and just
Yes.
air this whole bitch
Absolutely.
out.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes, I have to believe you slapped me because I was getting out of pocket. I can't believe you just slapped me because you don't fuck with me like that. And see, now that's a get the pistol type of situation. Does that make sense? So I can't believe it. I gotta believe it's over here.
Okay.
So yeah, that's all it is, coping mechanism.
So, like, you made the comment earlier that you think that main women give side bitches too much power.
Yeah.
So, what do you mean? Because
Let me tell you something.
you gave her power
No,
when you invited
no,
her into the situation.
no.
So,
No.
how can I give her too much power? I didn't invite her here, and I didn't ask her to be here, and I didn't tell you to go find her and bring her into
Fair
our
enough.
situation that I thought was fine.
Well, that first of all, right there, you didn't acknowledge your flaws. You said that you thought was fine. Did you ask me? Did you check in with me? Did you see if the situation was good in the first place? No, you just probably assumed because I didn't say shit that it was good. Now, that's not all, but it does happen. Y'all be surprised. You know what tickles me? Cause I'm going to need you to remind me of this question because I'm finna go a little
Okay.
left.
Okay.
But you know what tickles me is when you find somebody who they be like, oh, I'm shocked my significant other cheated, but y'all ain't slept in the same bedroom in the last 2 months. Y'all don't motherfucking talk. Every time you do talk, it's a fucking argument.
Yeah.
And you like, nah, I thought we was good though. So it's like there are those cases. And then there's all the cases where the nigga just cheat just because he cheated. Like I said, those are the ones he generally can't afford to leave. Okay?
Mhm.
Now, ask the question again.
So you said that women give the side bitch too much power.
So, what y'all don't understand is the side bitch desperately wants to be you, right? She envisions the trips we take, and she envisions every time I be like, oh man, I had to go buy my girl this, I had to go buy my girl this. That's why she making little slick marks like, oh, you and that little skinny bitch got this going on today. Like, now she got a little attitude, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
And so you have to understand that if this ever goes left, she gonna send you everything. Screenshots, phone calls, Facebook, Snapchats that she took pictures of. I didn't even know they could take pictures of those. She's gonna send you everything because she wants to destroy you. and get you the fuck out of here. Now, with your dumb ass, you have a choice. Do I let a woman who's actually dreaming about my life take my position or even take me out my spot? Why let that bitch have that type of power? You just came back from eating Red Lobster with your nigga, and some bitch sent you a screenshot of his dick. Okay, that his dick. You synced it before. What's the problem? You feel me?
Are you serious?
What?
Okay, so I just feel like men just don't want to be accountable for a lot of
What you mean?
things that go on. Why? Okay, all right. So let's say you are polygamous or polyamory or
Okay.
however, and you know multiple partners or whatever. How come y'all just don't choose wisely? Like, why would you step out with a woman who wants to take her spot? Why won't you pick someone like SZA who is okay with being the weekend and she don't want to say nothing and she gets what she wants out of the situation? And you guys always want to get into those murky situations where you track
Okay.
it back home and
Okay. See, here's what you don't understand.
sips tea.
Yes. Because see, there's the truth. You have two types of niggas. Good dick and average to below dick. That's just what it is. Does that make sense? So even the women who come into the situation like, oh, I know, like there's seasoned side bitches out here, just so you know. It literally is. But when they come into a scenario, they don't know what you have and you don't know what she got going on in her brain, right? When you got good penis, there is no, ma'am, fuck with me. When you got good dick, there is no guarantees no more. Because once they get that good dick, you do not know how the psyche is going to be affected by this particular woman. Does that make sense? How you always be like, why'd you fuck her like that? With good dick, there is really no other level. It's just good dick level.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Okay.
So when you like, why are you playing in the murky, all of this? I didn't know she was murky until after I gave her the dick because she wasn't that way before. She didn't think she can get that way. And now I gave her good dick. Now we on this path.
You know what?
Okay. I'm trying to tell y'all what the fuck is the truth. You kind of can weed out the crazies from the beginning, but then you got the ones that's like, man, I'm cool, bro. Just tell me you got a girl. You know, ain't no worries, man. I understand your situation. You put that good dick on her one time and make that eye-to-eye look. You know what I'm talking about? While she wiping up. And, man, when I tell you, she gonna be calling your phone. Like, I don't give a fuck about that bitch. That bitch know about me. Like, they don't care because now I have to have it. For people who are so keen on talking about your body, your rights, y'all do not know how to deal when it's a nigga with good dick. It all comes falling down like Kanye West. I'm trying to told you what I know. God love is the truth. You ain't got to hit me.
Speaking of good dick, I just, you know,
Oh.
for
What happened?
Oh no, I was just gonna throw a disclaimer out there.
Oh.
You know, for any potential suitors out there, I belong to the 6 to 8 inch club.
See what I mean?
I refuse to suck dick from the bottom. I don't want it to be hitting my esophagus while having sex. So
Why not?
I'm definitely not one of those women who
That's
want
not what y'all
a
want.
foot long. That I'm gonna save that for Subway and keep it there.
Is that how you feel?
Yes.
See what I mean? So you want God to bring this perfect man, but his penis has to be within these specific 2 ass inches.
Look, I don't want no man out here talking about how like I couldn't handle it all or I couldn't. Yeah, you're right. I couldn't because you're not in my bracket. I don't belong there. So
Why do you care what he brags to his homeboys?
I'm being funny.
I know you are, but it's a little truth. It's a little truth. It's okay.
Well. Anyways, I didn't say anything about him to his. Though my words were not homeboys.
No. I said, why do you care what he's saying to his homeboys? When a dude go back and tell this story to his homeboys, he got the biggest and best penis. You was running all around the room. He gonna tell that story.
Sir, we're not gonna get
regardless.
into this because we're gonna get into an argument about how you think that I want to smash whoever's homies or date the homies. We're not gonna go there.
I swear to
We're-
God, we
no,
way off subject.
we're
We
leaving-
can move it along.
no.
Yeah, we can move it along because you are way on a different page than where I'm at right now. I don't know where you just went.
Hey,
Let's just turn the
y'all
chapter.
know bitches are the FBI. You know we remember everything. I got everything
Fair
stored
enough.
in my mind, so I'm ready.
And you think I saw all of this at the beginning. This is something I found out later on. Like, oh, she crazy for real.
Okay, let's talk about
Let's
Russell
go.
Simmons, his pending case
Okay.
that is dealing with sexual allegations.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to misquote what I read, but it sounded something like an incident that took place in 1985.
Okay.
And here we are in 2021.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just curious, like, what do you think about women coming forward and speaking on something like that? And it happened so long ago. Because, I mean, I don't know why I'm still running into women that I fell out with in the third grade, and you still got a grudge, sis. Even
Facts.
things fall off of my credit after 7 years.
Facts.
So, sis.
Facts.
So, like, how do you feel about that?
Woo.
Because it even happened to Bill Cosby, and I feel like you can't help but
R.
kind
Kelly?
of think that there's a
Mhm.
trend going on.
Mm-hmm.
But
Here's my thing, and I'm being honest. I do believe that women do need where that came from. Am I the only one hearing that? It's like I'm hearing a dude rapping in my ear. I shit you not. Am I listening to dude next? Bruh, I swear I just heard Buddy next door. Like, y'all don't understand. Like, I just heard something in my eye. Some. He's still talking. Pop a bottle. You hear him?
yeah.
I know. Can you hear him?
I kind of heard it earlier, but I was like, you know what?
I'm sorry. I can't keep it going because he's like literally singing in my ear. I'm sorry, y'all, for the technical. Bruh, listen to this. I'm not making this shit
Houston,
up.
we do not have
Hold
a
on, hold on,
problem.
y'all. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. But what was the question again? I can talk while we going.
So, like, do you think that there is a certain point in time where a woman cannot come forth and bring
Okay.
up allegations that happened so long ago that she
Yes.
chose not to speak
Yes, I feel like that this is a very touchy subject because it's literally he said, she said in most of these situations,
on?
and the fact that we giving people the benefit of the doubt like it's 1943 and women would never lie and men would never lie, like we can't live in that era no more because that era's dead. We all watch YouTube videos, thank you brother, with people doing things that we like, why the fuck would they do that? Why the fuck that? Like, I literally seen videos of women cutting their arms like, oh, I'm about to call the cops on your ass, and shorty like leaking. And I'm like, ma'am, you ain't blacked out yet. So I feel like when it comes to those situations,
Oh man.
maybe you didn't have the power or you felt scared or bullied into not coming forward. Most of these people who didn't come forward, let's just be honest, they black or minorities. We all live with a fucking type of pain. Think about it. Cause what's that nigga name? Tiger Woods white bitches didn't wait at all, did they? They came straight from Denny's. This nigga fucking me too. Does that make sense? But Bill Cosby bitches, they 76 years old right now. Like, yeah, he gave that pussy back in 82, 81. Does that make sense? I'm just being honest. Cause we taught how to deal with pain. So if that's the case, it's just like family pain, man. Sweep that shit under the rug, bro. Cause we got some family issues out here that we just been sweeping for years, which is a perfect segue. Family, please look at me. Before the 6-month mark, y'all keep tuned, cause I'm gonna have a tell-all about my life as a child, and I'm gonna ruin Christmas.
Oh.
Everybody's gonna get it.
Ooh.
But I love you. But it's my truth, and don't be mad at me. But I love y'all. Shout out Rosetta. But go ahead.
Okay. I do feel like, we do live in this culture of where women are, I mean, we live in a cancel culture. Everything on the internet, like, people are brutal. And you know people will make a joke out of everything. Because, I mean,
Facts.
people do use social media for entertainment.
Yup.
So, as they should, I guess.
Facts.
So that kind of relates to Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez. So we there's been a lot going on since the last time we came on here.
Okay.
I feel like she wasn't really protected in that situation. I feel like people kind of made her feel like crap, or it probably even made her regret coming out and saying anything or going public about it, because she was a victim and she was attacked.
Okay. We're going to talk about what's right versus what's real. What's right is she should have been able to do what she did and no problems. But what's real is, baby girl, you a celebrity. if you say you want to choose the yellow shirt over the red shirt, you finna cause an uproar on Twitter this evening. So, ma'am, you knew by going online and sharing this, because you could have just went to the police department, made your report, and then moved your ass along.
Yeah.
But you wanted to share with the world because you got tired of hearing them speculate, because you wanted to clear the rock up, which is fine. That's your option. But in that type of sunlight, in that type of shine, baby girl, know that the sunshine gonna come with the shade. You dig what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. And Tory Lanez out here playing basketball right now at youth basketball centers. This nigga don't give a fuck. But she in the house locked up. Baby girl, know your audience. That's the best way I can put it. Know your fucking audience. And your audience is the United States of America. They coming for you. And you got songs talking about wet ass pussy, all of these things. So if they gonna convict T.I. and them for talking about big guns, when they get caught with guns, when your wet ass pussy get you into a situation and now you got a wet ass ankle, they coming. Does that make sense?
You ain't right.
What?
I mean, I think that when you started out, you said it best. You know, it's a he say she say scenario, and it's just sad because I feel like when people get too much money, they start acting brand new.
Facts.
They don't know how to act.
Facts.
They make decisions that they probably. I feel like money really exposes who people really are.
You goddamn right. If I got $4,000 a day, I'm quitting. The fuck you talking about? I'm gone. Go ahead.
So I kind of want to transition into the knick-knack Snapple segment.
Let's get it. Get it.
So I recently just took a trip to Atlanta, and I've been doing like a little bit of traveling with hosting my talk show called The Knick-Knack Show. And
tell them where they can find it real quick.
So you can find my talk show on the Meet Me app, and so you have to download the Meet Me app, and then you'd have to favorite my account, which is Knick-Knack Talk Show Host, and I go live 12 to 2 p.m. Central Standard Time, Monday through Friday. So, enjoyment from your mama's couch in the basement or on lunch break at work.
Do you hear
12
me?
to 2. So
and each week from this point forward, she's going to be on the ones and twos at lunchtime. Come on, though.
So, I just feel like people with money always try to abuse the situation and get away with things that they know that they wouldn't have been able to if they did not have money. And then they prey on people who they know are in a position where they need help.
What's the problem?
So the problem is I went to Atlanta and I was, in the works of, having a deal with a TV network that is based out of Atlanta. And, the man basically told me, I won't say his name, my intentions are never to sway someone's opinion on another person. My experiences may vary from yours, but, he asked to sleep with me. And it just broke my heart. I just feel like it really makes me wonder, like, what everyone before me went through to get where they had to go. Like, how many dicks did you really have to suck? And how many people did you lay down with that you cringed and didn't really want to because you really wanted to get where you were and you just, like, sucked it up for that moment. And I just, especially not with him. Ooh, no. But... yeah, it's just it's a crazy world out here. So it does. So I'm playing devil's advocate right now because maybe it is a setup. Maybe America is trying to take down every successful black man, Bill Cosby, Russell Simmons, so forth. But also these men could have been like, hey, no one's gonna believe her. They're gonna think that she probably threw it at me because I'm that nigga because I got that much money.
True.
So
see, this is why it's such a dangerous game. If that makes sense, it's kind of the boy who cried wolf type of situation. Like it could have been either way. We all know groupies that would have did. Like I remember watching Married with Children, and they were climbing up the side of hotel rooms to get in the rock bands. Like could have been that, or it could have been, but he used his power to get where he wanted to get. But see, I feel like this is a teaching lesson because I've been telling you this since the day I met you. When you look a certain way, you always have to be careful. Because these niggas look at you like food, bruh. If that makes sense. And you cute and you trying to make it. They coming. If that makes sense. It's almost like lining up a bunch of bad-ass chicks at the Section 8 office. Oh, nigga, it's feasting time for all the niggas who got a couple quarters. They riding up and down the block, beeping the horn because they know one of them needs somewhere to stay tonight. Somebody needs some money tonight. So come on. Does that make sense? And it's brutal, but that's the truth of the world.
It does make sense, but it just makes you wonder, like, should I really be so upset at men because they at least try? Or should I be mad at the women who made them feel like it was going to work because it worked the last time?
Now, see, this is another difficult question because now I'm being honest because you want to jump on a man's throat, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I respect that. He out of pocket. He should see you for your talent, whatever. On the flip side of that coin, Shorty needed that $200. That $200 changed her whole life that day. If that makes sense. Like, you laughing, but you ain't. If you ever been that poor, you understand what I mean. $200 like $2,000.
Yes.
Like facts.
Yes.
You feel me? And
Yeah.
then with a promise of future payments. Oh my God. Like, nigga, we made it. You know what I'm talking about? So I'm just saying, it's an ugly reality, but it's an ecosystem. I don't know how to really word that. I'm just being honest. 4 for 4s and 2 for 20s.
How do you feel about women sleeping to get where they want to go, though? Because there are women out here who are.
You goddamn right. If there was a female executive, I could tear the bottom out her motherfucking ass to get what child boot. You hear me? Kiss her in the mouth, look in the eyes, and everything. Fuck you talking about?
Not kiss her in the mouth, though.
Mm-hmm. Gonna make me choke. Chad, do you hear me? Kiss her dead in the mouth. Hold her hand in public. You hear me?
So you feel like it's okay to sleep with someone to get where you want to go as long as it's super beneficial. There has to be a level of benefits.
Look at
not
Kevin
just
Hart.
for $40 or for Applebee's.
Right. Look at Kevin Hart. This nigga been in movies. Y'all don't even know all the movies this nigga been in. We actually know the movies he been in. We just don't remember him because he had these little baby-ass roles, right? Like, he was in Dave and shit with Eddie Murphy. You don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about, do you?
No.
Exactly. My point is, he was in so many movies, right?
Mm-hmm.
But until he caught his big break, he wasn't able to open the door for everybody behind him. So if your only way is to get in this way, baby girl, fuck what folks talking about, because the folks that's judging you is fucking niggas for nothing. You fucking for a career. You fucking for a leg up. These motherfuckers is fucking for what? What? A dinner on Valentine's Day at some weak-ass steakhouse? Girl, bye. You better get on it.
I definitely want you guys watching to drop a comment and let us know how you feel about that. I'm curious to know what you guys would do in that situation, you know?
Men use power to get sex. Women use sex to get power. That's just what it is. It's the honest to God truth.
And there you have it, folks.
Hey, goddamn it, use what you can.
Okay.
Where we at?
So there also was a viral video
Okay.
about a man, and so he's a policeman.
Okay.
And he caught his wife in the car with her side nigga that she had met on Tinder. So he proceeded to pull them over.
Mm-hmm.
He made both of them get out.
Okay.
And then he made the guy take all of her belongings out of the car. And so then he let him go. And then he chewed out his wife. And then he pulled off and left her on the side of the road. Do you think that he went a little bit too far? Or what would you have done in that situation?
God's plan. God's plan. Listen, I don't think he did anything wrong, because any other answer would involve the murder of one of these individuals. Does that make sense? So if you have to walk or catch an Uber because you were caught, because if a female catches a nigga, she don't care where it's at his mama house, his grandma house, she gonna bust the windows out of his car, she gonna key that motherfucker, she gonna do everything. She gonna take back your baby's shoes she bought the other week. You feel what I'm talking about? So if the case is she got caught and all she had to do was walk 5 miles back into town.
But what if she was walking and someone had like kidnapped her and then murdered her and then
God's plan.
See, people don't think about the reactions that take place when you take certain actions. Like,
okay, how many action films, right? Did the heroes seem like they just weren't gonna make it, and somehow they got out of it, right? And then they moved on, and then was another big situation. You're not in control of each situation that comes after. I let you survive this one. How you survive the next 35 minutes is your plight. But see, I could have put a bullet in your head tonight, right now, and you don't have those next
It's
35
really not
minutes.
that deep.
It the fuck is, ma'am. You can come bust some windows at my mama house, but murder ain't the case that they gave me.
It's not that deep.
Beanie.
It's
Fuck,
not
you
that
mean?
deep.
Let me tell you something. Picture a glove or a sock, right? You've had socks, and your feet fits perfectly, right? And then one of your cousins come borrows that sock. Now that sock ain't got no goddamn elastic round the top no more. Now that elastic is just loose than a motherfucker. You feel me? And now you want me to put my foot in this sock that no longer grips me. Ma'am, it is that goddamn deep, because I know some big dick nigga came through here and tore my vagina hole up. Does that make sense? So it is that goddamn
I really don't believe
serious.
that men can tell when a woman has had sex with
Are you
another man.
crazy?
Like, I just really don't believe
You a
that.
fucking liar, ma'am. You are a whole liar, ma'am.
I don't believe that.
Let me tell you something. Before Big Dick Willie come, that motherfucker grab you like this here. You hear me? It grab you. You feel me? Now, once Big Dick Willie come, it's like trying to grab this here. You like, hold on. Your turtleneck never came that high before. Why your turtleneck all the way up here? Does that make, now it's a little loose. Now it ain't quite wet in the spots that I know where it get wet.
Next episode, I'm gonna come back with references, MLA format,
That's fine.
studies, all that. I don't believe it.
You don't have to. You do not have to. If you didn't think it made a change, why you holding out on it for the rest of the year? Because it's going to retract and it's going to be a born-again virgin, correct?
Sir, I don't need no help with my snap game, okay? First of all.
Here we go.
Second of all, I'm not prepping for no nigga because my decisions are my decisions. Third of all, am I on number 3 or because I can go to 100.
Okay.
But
okay.
I made the decision to be celibate because I just don't. Nobody really deserves my energy like that. Ain't nobody paying my bills. Ain't nobody putting food on my table. Ain't nobody taking care of my son. Ain't nobody like helping me get to where I want to go. Like I feel like in life people just don't understand that where you put your energy, it really matters.
Fair enough.
So when you're watching those reality TV women and you think that it's not affecting you, it is. Like now you feel like you deserve a man like how she has, or you feel like if you do what she did, then but it doesn't work like that. You know, you're not her, and you don't live her life, and I don't know, like you.
See?
Yeah.
Don't give a sad bitch that much energy. You don't live her life.
Shut up.
I'm agreeing with you. What's the problem? I bring a full circle. It's okay.
Ladies,
It's okay.
I'm encouraging all of you to join the movement with me. Go ahead
Of what?
and pinch them pennies between them knees, and you know,
This some Chirac bullshit, ain't it? This some fucking Chirac bullshit.
protect your energy all 2021. Block all bums 2021. You know, niggas are dropping like flies. Like,
fair enough.
be very, be happy with your decision that you make. Don't keep getting left with a wet ass.
I mean, nothing really wrong with a wet ass. You know, as long as you had a good time, you know.
Soul ties are real, but we're not gonna go there right now.
Soul ties.
Are very real.
That's fine. That's fine. When God get me to the pearly gates, he can judge me and all these bitches. You hear me, God? But what about her? If you gonna send me down, what about her? What? Oh, you don't want to talk about what?
Singing like a canary.
You goddamn right. You hear me, Takashi, all the way. I'm telling on everybody. And I got 3 of them that if God let them in, we gotta have a conversation. You hear me?
Okay, so I want to hit on this last topic. And I want to know, like, you know, I'm working on branding, right?
Okay.
I feel like I am like my own walking brand, you know, with my show, and I really want to embody being sexy. I want to be sexy.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
But I do have a 10-year-old at home.
Okay. What do you mean?
And I don't want to ever, like, I just want to. His approval matters.
Okay.
Like his opinion matters. Kids talk, you know, and everything that I put on the internet, he's going to see at some point.
Okay.
So, do you think that you can be, you know, like a mom and sexy? You know,
I believe so. And first and foremost, I believe we shouldn't seek the opinion of a 10-year-old in the first place. Ain't about 10?
Okay, my mom and I do not have a good relationship at all. But
Okay.
mom, I just shout out to you, mom, for not shaking your ass online. I'm so glad I don't got to run into you at the bar. I'm so, you know what I'm saying? Like all those things that like in these days and age kids have to encounter and go through. Like, shout out to you, mom. Thank you.
Fair, but in the same breath, mama didn't have social media. She didn't have the Bussy challenge. She had the footsteps in the dog challenge. You heard me? Do I do? You know, she had the Asley Brothers challenge. You feel me? When
they were doing the butt back then. We ain't gonna go there though.
The butt is not the bussy. If that makes sense. That's a hip movement, ma'am. I believe that times change. I also want you to remember the porn stars, the strippers, all the women who truly get butt, ball, booty ass naked. They have children as well. So I respect what they saying, but at the same time, I don't think. See, this is the problem we live in. We want to consult children about how we make a living.
I would never ask my son's permission, but I do want him to be confident in the fact that he can walk in any room or go up to anybody and whatever and not be made to feel uncomfortable or bullied or.
Fair. But okay, here's what you need to understand. Until he graduates high school, you gonna be the mama that, boy, we'll fuck the shit out your mama. You hear me? As soon as your mama come in, boy, I tell your mama ass up. Look how fine that motherfucker mama is. Like, this is the shit boys say to other little boys in high school. They're all gonna brag about how they fucked you and how I'm gonna be your stepdaddy and all of that. So the bottom line is, like, don't really worry about the internet, because little boys are gonna pick with him whether you go online or not. Long as you come into school looking halfway decent, you'll see what I'm talking about when you hit high school. Hey, I'm sorry, Miss Nikki, you need me to help you show where your son at? Just so that way the next day, be like, man, your mama grabbed my dick on the way down the hallway, nigga. And I was like, yeah, I'll be over there tonight. You feel me? So don't worry about that shit. Like, he a little boy. He has a rite of passage that he gonna go through, if that makes sense. And I fuck your mama is gonna be a rite of passage he gotta get through. If your mama ain't... Any little boy who was raised that they never heard of I fucked your mama or me and your mama fucking, I hate to tell your mama ugly, bro. I'm just being honest, man. Your mama ugly in the motherfucker, bro. It just is what it is, bro. Niggas will come get me out of class. Nigga, you know your mama in school, nigga. Fuck you, nigga. Fuck you. You feel me? You got into a couple fights too. It is what it is. You feel me? Nigga be like, man, your mama taught math good today. Fuck you. Okay? Fuck you. So yes, don't be concerned with that, because as long as you are attractive and as long as you go to his school, somebody's gonna tease him about fucking you.
Yeah, you know,
You're welcome.
I just feel like I want to stand in my power. I feel like I enjoy being a woman. I'm so glad I was not born a man.
Exactly.
I enjoy being feminine and being sexy. I just,
There you go.
You just have to consider how your actions are going to affect those around you when you make them, though.
I mean, I guess that's a mom thing, because if I pay for your
No,
life,
sir.
I don't
My
care.
man needs to consider dipping off with these little whores so that she's not popping up at 4 a.m. threatening to shoot me via text message and coming in like a savage trying to bulldoze the both of us, because I've been through that a couple years ago, right?
Fair. Fair.
Mhm.
But but see, again, I don't know the future.
Snapped is real. First 48 is real.
It is.
And those are real people, real stories.
Mm.
I don't want my 60 seconds of fame to be that.
You said a lot.
Yeah.
And somehow I'm supposed to see this the first day I meet you, huh? I'm supposed to know that these are the murky waters right here. I can die, end up on the first 48. is what
You
called
know
it?
that there are only so many possibilities that are outcomes. You know, when you go into a situationship with someone, you're either gonna get married or you're gonna break up.
True. I didn't know the first 48 was an option. You said married or break up. Where did the first 48 come into play, ma'am?
When you don't put your dick in your pants and keep it there, sir. That's where it comes in.
I met a Scorpio.
So you guys, this is episode 7. It was so fun to get back in here. This is our first episode of 2021.
I love it. Y'all gotta take it up for my goddamn co-host. She goddamn did it today. And my daddy say she motherfucking shitty shawl around this motherfucker. You hit me. She about to goddamn fuck somebody's life up tonight. You hear me? Somebody gotta make some payments, goddamn it. I don't know who it is, but we're gonna have to find Tyrone.
Shout out to my co-host. I'm so glad that you asked me to do this.
All the time.
And we
all
still
the
rocking
time.
solid.
My nigga.
Through thick and thin.
Do you hear me? Okay, are we wrapping this?
Yes.
All right, this is another motherfucking episode of Advice from a Nigga on Child Support. Again, I'm your boy, good as him. I got my good here, knick-knack talk show host. Follow us on all the social media platforms. It's the same as what the fuck I just said. And we out there, bitch, and we'll be back momentarily.